It's that time of year again when we are in the middle of a heat wave to look at the crafts to make and sell for Christmas 2022. To discover these trending crafts, I've looked into the Etsy Trend Guide for Christmas, top stores including John Lewis, and eRank's trending keywords and trends of Pinterest and across blogs to bring you the hottest and most interesting trends for the year. And one massive thing that's been common in the past few years is what I'm calling the rule of opposites. It seems there's no middle ground. As soon as a trend for something minimalist or subtle pops up, then all the clutter, all the bold colours pop up as an opposite trend. So if you don't like one trend, there will be something else right up your alley. Styles. Mixing up the styles looks to be big, so don't feel you have to stick to one style. More is more in your photograph to showcase your items. Perhaps on Etsy. Etsy is actually seeing a massive increase in searches for eclectic home decor. Glam, glam, glam. Clothing in luxurious fabrics, especially if they shimmer or sparkle. Think silk, satin and sequins. And in bold colours. Jewel tones are always popular at Christmas, but 2022 has already been a bright year, so Christmas is likely to push that up to 11. And as the rule of opposites is still in effect, you can also stand out in that little black dress. Vintage Christmas is always a thing as we get nostalgic, but vintage Christmas decor hits two style points, with also being good for the environment with reused items. Think how you can repurpose things like vintage rings and brooches as table or tree decor, or as accents on clothing. But beware selling big brand names on Etsy this year while the rules get straightened out. If you've not seen it, check my video on the Saturn Nikes to find out some of these issues. The outside in is another big trend every Christmas with all the natural wreaths and decor. But the cottagecore aesthetic is still holding strong with little dips even in more grungy goblincore, and even that surprising trend Starla Moore and myself spoke about in a recent eRank Live, the coastal grandma. So the mushrooms and moss, but perhaps a little crustaceans, pebbles and sand art. I can totally see starfish baubles and jellyfish tree lights would also tie in with the bioluminescence trend Pinterest has been excited about. For the past few years, Scandi decor has been popular, and it continues. Simple, clean, red and white, and the odd gnome or gonk are still going to be popular. Colours, mixing up the hues from the traditional red and green. This year we're seeing watermelon-type pinks and green shades, and especially that emerald green. Also nature-inspired shades with olives and browns, berries, and turning leaf shades. In jewellery, it's still maximalist. Think of the things that can be seen in the Zoom call for that virtual office party. So maximalist earrings and chokers in as many bold colours and metallics as possible. Christmas and the New Year is actually a top time for engagements. Coloured stones are currently trending for engagement rings, but traditional looks will also never be out of style, with something as hopefully long-lasting as engagement rings. Shapes. Now, baubles are not just for the tree. Earrings and over-the-top rings can also be made out of baubles. And for the decades, the 90s are still ruling with the bright neons and dark gothic grunges. But the 50s kitsch is still big, especially in kitchen items and decor. Going green, vintage items and decor that is not just for Christmas, like dried flowers and rustic winter decor, rather than just plastics that have to be taken down before the 6th of January. And rustic and a little beat up with antiques is okay. Remember that wabi-sabi trend a few years ago? Seeing beauty in imperfections. This time it's not even fixing up those dents and scratches, just enjoying the story they tell about how loved this item was. Feelings, wellness, self-care, spa kits are as ever popular, not just as kits, but think as personal pampering or getting ready for the big night out. Even kids and pet spa kits are popular. What a great idea for a pet lover or a mummy and me face mask and pyjama set for Christmas Eve. Don't forget health journals and planners, especially to get in early for the new year, new me trend we see every year. Your sense of smell connects strongly with memories and feelings, so really consider the scents in your wellness gifts. Clean, fresh, and almost medicinal scents like lavender, lemon, and chamomile are predicted to trend, and sadly, with many people's sense of smell being impacted in the past few years, it's becoming more popular for people to like to wear stronger scents. Events. Party. Party. Can it be used as party decor or host gifts? People are getting more and more confident in gathering together, and the trend is to be for many small gatherings rather than one massive party. People want to show off their newfound cooking skills, so anything to serve or display the food and drinks, and even those lovely festive scents. And you digital designers and party stationery people, it's also a good thing to be thinking of your latest save the date cards for all those newly affianced people. Fabrics, as well as those shiny silks, textures are still trending high. So velvet, chenille, I've not even heard of chenille since the 90s, and boucle, or however you pronounce it. Oversized and cozy to wrap up snugly warm. And don't forget, sweats, pajamas, and hoodies. Christmas, for those who do want to decor just for the season. Retro designs for cards, especially Santas, foxes, snowmen, and reindeer, are set to be popular, and the ever-popular snowflakes and snow-topped houses and trees. But why not stand out for the season with fun, festive crustaceans or snowmen on the beach, Christmas mushrooms and Santa's grungy goblins? Metallics are not just for jewellery, and fun new shapes that perhaps harken to the steampunk trend, which is riding high again, like a hot air balloon ornament could be fun on a tree, and dress up your Christmas decor just like your party dress in bright, sparkling colours. Tiny glitter balls make great baubles. Craft kits, handmade Christmas. People are wanting to make cards, decorations, and gifts. It's even more popular than ever. So any kits, tutorials, get them created and up for sale ASAP. A bonus if you can teach how to upcycle an old item or incorporate natural materials. Don't forget baking and cooking kits and tutorials, even if it's safe to use foraged ingredients, like encouraging people to go bramble picking to make jams. Foraging is growing in popularity. And of course, any activity that you can do as a family or to keep kids out of your hair for an hour or so. This is the perfect time of year to invent a board game. Hit all the trends with a crafty or self-care themed board game. And never forget how hard Etsy push all things personalized around the Christmas period. It is one way to really stand out from regular high street gifts. If you can offer a way to personalize something, perhaps now is the time to consider offering that. And this is the time where uninspired shoppers search for the recipient. Cat lover gift, funny aunt Christmas mug. Use a tool like eRank or Google Trends to see the surprising phrases that real shoppers are looking for. It might inspire you. For a bonus, don't forget how you can make some of the bigger trends into fun tree decorations. The kitchen items in miniature are affordable as tree decorations. For all you miniature doll's house creators, this is a fun, different way to use your items. And if they're vintage or antique, then even better, with reusing and repurposing cool things, bringing the outside in with nature-inspired decor, mushrooms and robins on a tree, or even a cute hedgehogs and fox for a full-on cottagecore tree. If you've enjoyed this, you really want to check out my crafts for 2022, the entire year's worth of crafts. See what's coming true and what's yet to appear. And don't forget to subscribe for all the crafty ideas. I'm Pam Duthie.